And looks like the half track's going to do a little bit of reinforcement for these squads over here, and he does spot the Sherman now, so he knows it's on the field. Gonna pull back that half track, as there's not much you can do against the Sherman. Really, this Volksgrenadier squad probably trying to reinforce on the field right now. Down to one guy. Will he lose it? Firestorm going off somewhere. Where's it going off? I don't know where it's going off. Actually going off here in the middle. There it is. Will it kill the sniper? Oh, lots of damage. Lots of damage. And actually not too much damage. No, not a lot of damage. It just looked really cool. The rifle squad taking quite a bit of damage. Sniper gets out of there with most of his health, and the Sherman only takes this a little itty bit of damage for a Firestorm. Firestorm does cost 160 munitions, so that's quite a bit of munitions. You really want it to pay for itself, and unfortunately it didn't do too much there. Now there is a camoed AT gun, however, it's very low on health. Whoops. And yeah, you can see one more shot may kill this AT crew, and then AT gun itself, oh, it gets a rear hit. The Sherman actually not facing the right direction, so it does not have time to bum rush the AT gun, and will just happily go into the middle here and disrupt any sort of capping right at the moment. As the VPs are right now, 381 to 251. Sherman just kind of dancing around, doing its thing. Oh, and the Panzerfaust going on to that, and we have the the Grenadier squad, excuse me, with the Shrek upgrade, getting a nice rear hit. One more shot will take out the Sherman. He needs to be very, very careful with there. Do we have any engineer squads coming out? No, we don't. Actually taking care of the Grenadier squad up here in the north. Will he lose it? Has the flamethrower upgrade. Oh, barely gets away, and he does manage to get away. Luckily, there is a hole in that fence. Wow. Yeah, the hole in the fence actually kind of helping out that Wehrmacht player. So the I'm gonna relook at the VPs. I know I just said it. 381, 229. Just rechecking for myself there. Also, when going to town, there is a Sherman here. However, he's probably a little scared to use it because it's such low on health. And the Austin actually has single veterancy right now. The motor not doing too much. Maybe you get a damage engine. I'm not too sure. Now looking into the Wehrmacht player's base, looks like he's reinforcing right now at the moment. He is harassing this point over here. However, it does have that protection, so it's going to take a little while right now. Do we have anything coming out to counter this? Yes, we do. We actually have quite a bit. 2 rifle squads and a sniper, so he definitely doesn't want to lose that and get rid of the squad as soon as possible and then go back to the main fight. And we actually have an FnPdestroyer out on the field. That's going to counter the Oswin very, very well. It is as quick as the Oswin, actually probably even faster than the Oswin, so it can run this Oswin down. However, it needs to be careful with the AT guns. There's actually only one AT gun on the field for our player Sickness, our Wehrmacht player, and it is very low on health with 2 guys there and is out of position anyway. So here comes the fighting in the middle, just gonna force away a squad here. And here, just what I said here, the M10 chasing down the Oswin. The Oswin is very low on health. Oh, actually running a guy over, popping out of that building. That's unfortunate there, wrong timing there. And the M10 gonna probably kill this Oswin there. One more hit will kill it. Oswin has 3 kills, so it definitely did not pay for itself. Hasn't been on the field for too long. One more shot will take it out. Unfortunately, the M10 did miss. Main gun destroyed, so my mistake. One more shot. Come on, don't miss. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And yes, it does kill it, even getting veterancy for it. So really claiming left side map control for our US player. Looking pretty good here. Actually, lone MG here, capping the VP. Probably be able to shoot that away, even with his M10 if he really wanted to. Our Wehrmacht player actually, was floating 600 manpower, but now he was actually saving for the Panther. The Panther's going to take a lot of hits. Not the greatest against infantry, but because it can't take too much hits, it can just sit there and do its damage and kind of make up for its accuracy, especially when veterancy starts popping out for that Panther. And actually going to counter these Shermans pretty well there. It's not a direct counter, but it's just so strong. It is the strongest tank that you can build for the Wehrmacht player. Besides that Tiger tank. And will he lose the Wehrmacht squad? Wehrmacht squad is going to move up. A little bit of miss micro there, and does lose it to that sniper squad, or sniper. 2 kills for that sniper right now, and it looks pretty even so far. It looks pretty even the entire game right now. Looks like a Wehrmacht player is reinforcing right now. The US player, not as much. Only really 3 rifle squads on the field, so he's not very infantry heavy. Knowing he has all these bars, I'm not sure if he lost any squads. One rifle squad does have 9 kills. The other one up north has 8, and the one in the south has 17 kills. So it kind of seems from the kill count like he's had these squads for quite a while. And so he just still have 2 snipers out on the field. and he can really two-shot any AT guns. That's going to help his tanks out quite a bit, and two-shot any MG squads. Will happily retreat, happily force that the MG to retreat, or he probably just keep it there because while it is retreating, it's probably just going to get shot anyway. So the Panther is now out on the field, moving into the middle. What kind of counters do we have? So we have the Sherman. We have the M10, but God, man, he's going to have to micro his butt off against that Panther, especially with the Pioneer squad there. And it's not going to repair too quick, but it's still going to get repaired. And there's an AT gun out for Sickness, especially these Grenadier squads with Shrek's triple veterancy as well. So he knows the Panther's on the field now. Going to fire onto his mortar squad, trying to cap that plus 16 munitions and then retreat. And yes, he does. Unfortunately, the Panther is blocking the path very, very well. Their mortar is actually kind of stuck there. Now gets around there. You can see the Grenadier squad trying to back up and then fire onto the mortar squad, and actually not actually going to bring back it into the middle fight. And I got a feeling we're going to see a really, really big fight. Both players are now fully reinforced. They got both their armies into the middle, and the really only squads that are out and about are just the Ninja Cappers, which are the rifle squad over here. And you can see he's pulling back one rifle squad. There's really no more capping to do in the middle. Looks like our US player has a slight advantage on map control because he does manage to cap his opponent here from the plus 16 munitions. And you can see the Panther not doing too much. Oh, I see what he's doing. Maybe. I don't know if he's that on purpose, if he's trying to take out this entire hedgerow here to give his AT gun a little more room to shoot at these Shermans that he knows is on the field. Oh no, what is this? Or a firestorm going off, and he almost caught two snipers. Two snipers are going to retreat and really only going to kill an engineer squad, 460 munitions. And I don't know if that was really cost effective. He almost got those two snipers. I'm not sure how he saw that. I'm going to check the Fog of War. I'm not too sure, man. If you know something, let me know. Maybe there was a squad that was in the church, called it down, got them out of the church before I saw it. But we're going to see a pretty heavy tank fight here. We do have the Pershing out on the field, so I had two heavy hitters here. The Panther is kind of in trouble, I would assume. I don't know. There's a lot of support units. There's AT guns and a Shrek squads here. So you can see he now realizes that, oh no, a little bit of miss micro facing its rear. He readjusts that quickly. Nice play there. The Pershing taking quite a bit of hits here. We have the tank doctor now actually for Destroyer. Going to do the repair on his tanks. Panther going down quickly. Going to go down, Pershing down to half health. What will happen here? The Panther now main gun destroyed will probably go down, and it does, just overpowering his Wehrmacht player here, taking out the AT crew, and it looks like with sheer firepower just bulldozing in, he will win this fight. And unfortunately the medic bunker just went up for Sickness. He probably would have canceled that if he saw that coming, but he did not, and now the medic bunker may go to waste unless he can, I don't know, come out with something here early. And we'll have to retreat. Will he lose the Grenadier squad? Needs to retreat that now. The Pershing is about to fire, and actually firing onto that medic bunker instead. So lucky little guy there going to retreat. So now that really, I don't know, will that be the nail in the coffin? He does have most map control. The Wehrmacht player was already hurting in map control, and now hurting even more because he just lost a major fight in the middle, losing his Panther, and now he has a slight contain on his Wehrmacht player here. Can cap that strategic point, which will officially cut him off. You can see he's trying to get his forces out in as fast as possible. The Grenadier squad trying to do as much damage as possible. Needs to be very, very careful here. Don't want to lose it, but he does want to do the damage. And one more shot maybe, which he's trying to go for. He does get the one more shot there. Sherman almost dead and retreats, so definitely paying for itself there. And now these tanks are on a full retreat, so actually managed that one squad there managing to do its thing, and the Pershing actually getting repaired once again by that repairability from the tank doctrine. And still this one squad's very low on health. Needs to be careful. One shot can kill the squad. Even the Sherman taking a shot from the back there, and the snipers on the field as well, so he needs to get out of there. Oh no, and loses the Shrek squad from the last Pershing shot. So Pershing does have 11 kills. The Sherman has 13 kills. And where are those snipers? And yes, there's a sniper there with 2 kills. And I thought I saw another sniper that did get veterancy. Maybe it was the Pershing that got its veterancy. I'm not entirely sure. But the VPs are now 325 to 126. And he's just taking a lot of shots from these tanks. The tanks are at a safe distance. So they can take the shots against those infantry squads. The Shrek's accuracy just sucks when it's at a far distance, not 100% reliable. Really, if you want to fight at that type of distance, you need your AT guns. Oh no, their two camoed units are going to run into each other, and he spots the AT gun. There's double snipers here, and will they decide to fire onto that AT gun? I'm not 100% sure. Yes, they do, but they miss. Needs to be very, very careful now. Needs to pull them back now because there are squads here on the field. Actually, propaganda war from our Wehrmacht players. So really, I thought I saw that as an opportunity to take down those sniper squads, but he does not. Decides to force them to retreat with his ability, and now the MG. Did he steal that MG? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was an MG I was setting up, even though I was staring at the screen the entire time. But anyway, the MG will force him to retreat once he gets that in position, and he will. And besides, there are two fully, oh no, actually two very low health tanks. So I'm not sure the Wehrmacht player realizes that, or if he still thinks, hey, my opponent must have been repairing this entire time, so I'm not going to push in too much. And you can see he is scooting his tanks back behind that church. That is going to keep him safe from any AT fire, which there is one AT gun on the field, or any Shrek fire. Oh no, take out the mortar squad, so nice play there from Sickness. So now this is the Wehrmacht player's chance to move up. He needs to be careful from this MG though. He knows the MG is on the field though. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit just to make sure. And I think it's an MG squad. Yes, if it is, I'm pretty sure it is. If that MG squad is pretty much holding the line so far because his tanks are so low on health. Oh, nice. A nice little flanking here. Taking out the AT gun, which Sickness very, very highly needs right now against those tanks, because really you can't rely on Shrek squads too much unless you have a nice amount of them. But he does not, really only about 2 or 3, and against a Pershing and a Sherman, that's not going to do too much here. 299 to 124. The pressure is against, not against anybody really, because the VPs are favoring our Wehrmacht player. He can take the time to reinforce and not get too greedy, and the US player really is the one on the that has a capping advantage and has the lower VPs. So let's check what our players are building right now. Looks like we're going to see another Panther coming out for Sickness, and I don't know, man. I would go for AT guns. I know it's a little hard to use in this map, but man, those suckers are strong. I don't know. It's kind of hard because there is just so much. These tanks can hide behind. You can see the snipers going to town onto that squad, and he does force a retreat. I see more fighting up here in the north. Just a lone Grenadier squad that was trying to ninja cap, unfortunately, will be forced to retreat. These tanks, Pershing is almost at full health. Pershing is still quite low, but by the time fighting starts up again, it will probably be on have its health up by then. So two snipers once again kind of denying any sort of ninja capping. Run around the map, 2 shots, just 1 volley, and will force one squad to retreat. Will he get the decap? And probably will, and then retreat. And yes, he does. So now the Panther is now out on the field. Let's see what he does with it. There is no veterancy on the tank at the moment, and we actually have the King Tiger ability up. It is 500 manpower, and Terror Doctrine, that's what it's called. It just came to me. And Terror Doctrine is what he does. 500 manpower for the King Tiger. I believe that is the strongest Tiger in the entire game, but you only can use it once. I'm pretty sure about that. 100% pretty sure about that. I'm a Wehrmacht player myself, so. And it looks like he's saving up for it. It is 480 manpower right now. May call it in very, very soon, so we're going to see. He's just going to try to take him on head on with tanks. Tanks and Shrek squads. And I think he can pull it off because the Tiger is just so strong, soak up so much damage, and yes, it is the strong, sexy, slow tank here, and it is moving out now. However, it's kind of far away from this army, so I don't know if he's just trying to just do what he can, not get over aggressive, wait for that King Tiger, kind of just cap around the area right now, and not get over greedy. As you can see, the American player Destroyer thinks his opponent is going to come out from the choke, but really his entire army is up here in the northern position, and that rifle squad retreating will spot that, and you can see, let's see if we have any squads adjusting, and we kind of do. We have the M10 adjusting there. It's kind of hide behind the building, but it's definitely not going to take this Panther on at all. And you can see the Tiger, where is it going to go? Decide going to go down the choke point, so it's going to try to sandwich it. Not going to be the strongest sandwich here, but the Tiger is just so strong. Going to be supported by one squad. And, whoa, it's actually paying off because he did force Destroyer to pull all his tanks up here in the north, thinking that was the only tank. It was a Panther. And now the Tiger's on the field here, so see how he splits his tanks. If he's just going to let this one AT gun hold this Tiger off. I don't think he can hold the Tiger off. The Tiger can take quite a bit of damage and just run over that AT gun if he decides to. So let's check the attack map here. Not a big engagement just yet. He's going to decide to pull the Tiger back just a little bit more. The AT gun did manage to successfully hold that Tiger temporarily at the moment here. And here comes the fight. Gonna try to flank this Panther. However, the Panther has been microed to face the front of these two tanks here. I'm not sure, man. There's one Shrek squad in this building, but I don't know if it's enough. There's 3 squads here, or excuse me, 3 tanks, one being an M10, very, very powerful gun. Pershing, very powerful as well, and the Sherman. It looks like he has the up gun as well. As you can see, its turret is very, very big, so he managed to take out one. Kind of doing a lot of loop-de-loop around this building. The Pershing, he realizes that, so he's going to send the Pershing in the other direction to stop the circle strafing. However, there are Shrek squads still here. Loses the M10, so now it's a one-on-one fight, but the Panther is down to its main gun, so he needs to run this Panther away and make these Shrek squads take care of that tank. They're just chasing each other down. The Panther is going to try to run away. Is there anything here? No, there's not. Will the AT gun adjust? Oh no, unfortunately it has a destroyed enemy, so that will end the police chase. And so the Pershing now getting double veterans. He has 12 infantry kills and 1 tank kill. And unfortunately, the Wehrmacht player did not win that fight. However, did manage to kill 2 tanks. So he did kind of come on top, kind of a bit of an even fight just because the Panther is so expensive. So now because he knows, and kills the AT crew. So that is going very, very well for that FnPSickness. Because he killed 2 tanks. Hey, I killed 2 tanks. I knocked the Pershing down to half health. My King Tiger's at full health. I just took out the AT gun. Hell yeah, I'm going to move into the middle untouched. I'm going to take out any infantry squads that dare try to stop this King Tiger. And I really don't think he can. I don't think there are stickies on the field at the moment. I'm not 100% sure, but we will see. Really, there's only 3 bar squads still on the field, so at least he's keeping those alive. And I don't really think you'd invest in the stickies when you only have that many squads, but you never know, especially when you go the tank doctrine. You're really just going to invest into more and more tanks, and he's not building any tanks here in the moment. King Tiger here going to be quite a bit of threat because he lost all those tanks, as I said earlier, and he does pull back. Right now, just gonna fully repair that Pershing. He needs it so badly. Really, that's the only type of AT anti-tank sort of counter he has right now. And the sniper is doing its thing, trying to weaken those Shrek squads. That's what you really want to do when you only have 1 tank on the field. No AT guns. Actually, that's what he was building, an AT gun now out on the field. So the AT gun is just so powerful with its armored shell. I guess that's why he wanted it, and his tanks, US tanks aren't as strong as the Axis tanks, and now the Tiger is pushing itself in. The Pershing now readjusting. It does have 2 engineer squads repairing, and the AT gun over here is in a great position to fire onto that Tiger. Do we have the armored shells? I gotta listen. I don't know, it's not firing. Gonna zoom back out, and actually manages to shoot this King Tiger away. Now down to half health. You don't want to lose this King Tiger, as you only can use it once. And let's see, what is our player building? Building another Panther for our Wehrmacht player. So really winning the tank fight so far. The Pershing is still on the field, so he needs to be careful with that. Man, I don't know. The US player looks kind of on the back foot right now. He needs to use his AT guns very wisely. You're building another M10. And oh no, the AT gun is out of position. Will it get ran down by these squads here? There are 2 snipers on the field, gonna fire away at these 2 squads, trying to take out the AT gun. There is an MG as well. He should be able to save this AT gun. AT gun is so important. The King Tiger now, the Pershing coming in, zooming in with the support of this M10, sees the opportunity. No support of the King Tiger. Unfortunately, overextended his Shrek squads. Now he is unsupported because the Shrek squads are full retreat from those 2 snipers and MG fire. And oh man, the Tiger is by itself. M10 is going to try to flank and stop the the retreat, and yes, it does. Gets in the way. Destroyed engine. He will probably take out this King Tiger. I don't see any reinforcements coming from our Wehrmacht player. Down, main gun is not destroyed just yet, but man, he's just looking too one-sided. No point in hyping this up, and yes, it does kill the King Tiger. Panther is now out on its field, but unfortunately, it is just too late. Maybe he'll take out that M10. Pershing is down to 1/4 of itself, however, it has triple veterancy, and there's an AT gun out on the field, so now the tide has turned once again, now favoring the US player. The tank advantage does favor the destroyer, especially with all these infantry squads as well, and these two snipers doing quite a bit of damage. Gonna check the kills. One double veterancy, 20 kills. One with single veterancy, 10 kills. Now the Panther is taking on this Pershing. However, it is a triple vet with the repair ability going off, especially the AT gun there taking shots at that Panther. Panther not really doing too much. He's gonna lose it very, very fast. You can see he's trying to flank it and just at least try to hold his Pershing in place for his Shrek squads to go to town on that Pershing. If I'm going to lose this tank, you're going to lose the tank. And sending his non-Shrek squads up here to take care of the AT gun. So very nice move there. Will he be able to take out this Pershing? Snipers are on the field. Once he gets around that corner of that building, these snipers can go to town. And you can see they are now, and will force one squad to retreat, and he does manage to save that Pershing. Nice. Unfortunately, not nice for our Sickness there. Two snipers. Oh, needs to be careful. He may lose a squad. I think is on attack move. And yes, it was. Two snipers and two tanks instantly kills that squad. And Destroyer realizes, I've probably lost this game, and he GG's out of there, and the replay is over. So wow, what a good game. Nice tank macro by both players. Infantry, not a very heavy infantry fight. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I will see you guys in my next cast.